So, and this is where we just get into personal opinion, but so do you not think that 2022 sort of reset the bull market run? Because technically it was, I think we were down 30%. Are you in the like I can kind of see 2020 was kind of like the COVID, just it was just sort of a freak out.
Mm.
And then they overprinted money and we skyrocketed to the upside. But so do you still do you not count that in your mind, or you think it wasn't severe? And I'm not asking you to predict the market or anything, but it's interesting that you said it because I've heard that before. We're like, oh, we're in a 15-year bull run, and it's like, well, and we did have, I mean, 2022 was a bear market. What do you think about that?
I guess when I think of a bear market, I'm extending it by time rather than the drawdown itself. So you're describing a pullback in the market in 2020 that we could count as maybe a bear market, but it was really
Right.
such a short-lived period that it rebounded so fast thanks to the Fed that we got this immediate rebound. And if you had been, ready or long biased or sort of had a bullish view on the market, that was one of the best runs from that
Yeah.
from that.
That was probably the best buy the dip moment
Oh,
ever, right?
I mean,
That
no
that
kidding.
no one did.
Yeah, and so I was working at a subsidiary. Excuse me, I was working at a subsidiary of S&P Global at the time, called IHS Market, and we provide market data and pricing data to a whole bunch of platforms out there, including like TD Ameritrade and Morgan Stanley's Wealth Management and Santander. Like if you log into an interface and see pricing data, it's probably coming from this company. And we were getting circuit breaker trips in March of 2020 almost every day. It was crazy how big the sell off was during that period. And of
Yeah.
course, that immediately puts you into this mindset of like everything's falling apart. The market is crazy. But if you're running something that's automated and it's anticipating those drawdowns and then waiting for a baseline, that baseline, and if you remained bullish in your thesis that this is a short-term pullback, then again, like the point is that was a massive run up from there that I think a lot of people did very well on. I unfortunately did not, and I think that was the lesson that I took away from it. I didn't load up on the long calls as heavily as I should have.
Yeah.
I just kept my position. So I obviously went through that drawdown period and got back to break even, and continued on from there. But if I had sort of anticipated that a little bit better, I think it would have been a better trade. So since then I've been long biased because I do think that recoveries are fairly quick and fairly swift, and they've been shortening in their time horizon lately. And maybe there's a trend to that. So I would like to say that, and I even say this on Twitter, I'm always long, but sometimes short.